Hi everybody, my name's Steph, and today what we're bringing you is part 2 of this particular pen. In the first part I actually showed you this particular pen, how it came to me. It had a few issues that we've actually sorted out now. We've restored the pen, we've put new cup seals inside, we've put new cork washers in there, it's got a brand new rod inside, we've straightened the nib as well. But go and have a look at the first part of this video, and I actually show you how the pen is dismantled. But what we have, ladies and gentlemen, is this absolutely beautiful, I believe it's the Onoto 1000, but it's actually the barrel imprint. Also it actually tells us that it's actually the Onoto patent self-filling pen. Okay, and it's actually made by the company which is, we all know, is commonly known as De La Rue of London. This particular pen I actually believe to be, I believe it was made in the region of 1905. So, well, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it's over 100 years old. So it's definitely an antique pen. It comes with a chase pattern to the barrel only. The cap, as in these particular pens, are normally just nice and smooth. It's what we term as a slip cap. The barrel has a chasing pattern, although it's quite light, if you like, or it's not as pronounced as some pens that I've seen, which actually is a bit confusing, because I'm not sure if it's worn. But if we actually just show you, the cap, sorry, the barrel imprint there, ladies and gentlemen, you can see that the imprint is still quite clear. So I'm actually under the assumption that this particular pen, although it's got some chasing to it, was originally made, well, the chasing wasn't as pronounced, because, as I say, if it was worn, I would have thought this particular imprint would have been worn as well. But as you can see, it reads, to the top it's actually got Onoto. Just underneath that it has patent self-filling pen, and then just underneath there you can actually see that it reads De La Rue, London. Okay, so as you can see, the barrel imprint is still nice and clear. As I say, it's a plunger filler, which means that what we actually do is simply pull the plunger out when we come to fill the pen, which we'll show you in a moment. Let's take the slip cap off and show you underneath, and I'm hoping the first thing you'll notice there, ladies and gentlemen, well, it comes with this lovely black section here, which is very recognisable Onoto section, and the nib has this over and under feed, which basically means it's got this plastic feed underneath and this sort of pointed plastic feed above the nib as well. It's what we term as, well, as it says, an over and under feed. Okay, the nib is actually the correct nib to this particular pen. I'm hoping you can actually see that there. To the left of the nib it actually reads 14 karat gold, and if we turn it to the side there, to the right hand side, it actually reads Onoto De La Rue. Okay, so it's actually the correct nib for this particular pen. Let's try and show you if we can, maybe a close up. Let's try. We need to try and get this right, this lighting correct. Okay, so I'm hoping you can actually see that. And again, I don't know if you've noticed, ladies and gentlemen, in the original video we showed you that the nib actually came to us, it had a bend to the end of the nib which we've straightened out, so that's fine now. Okay, so there we go, ladies and gentlemen, that's the over and under Onoto feed. Okay, so as we said before, this is a plunger filler, and how we actually fill the pen is, what we do is we unscrew the plunger knob at the end of the barrel here, and we pull the plunger all the way out, and as you can see we've put a new plunger rod inside the pen as well. If we go all the way back here, ladies and gentlemen, Okay, that's how the pen actually looks with the plunger fully extended. Okay, and for you people that don't actually, well, that are not aware, this plunger filler pen actually fills on the downward stroke. It doesn't fill by pulling the plunger. Okay, so in effect what happens is on the downward stroke the plunger goes all the way down, creates a vacuum, and it fills the pen with ink. Okay, so well, basically the best thing to do is let's show you. So what we need to do is bring on the pad here. If we just get the, sorry, just bear with me a second, I didn't take the top off the ink. So there we have the ink. So what we're going to do now is, as we did before, pull the plunger all the way out. Now you can't see this, but what we're going to do is immerse the nib into the ink and simply just press down on the plunger once. Now at this point I'll be quiet, so hopefully you can actually hear the blobbing sound, if you like, of the pen filling. Okay, I'm hoping you could hear that. It's a very satisfying sound, and that obviously means that everything is hunky-dory. So what we need to do now is close the plunger like so, move the ink to one side. Now if you saw the first part of the video, you'll see that this particular pen has a shut off for the ink, and what we need to do is just by turning the knob just half a turn, that'll open the shut off valve, if you like, inside the feed here. If you want to see that in more detail, then go and have a look at the first video. Now this particular pen, this is the first time the pen's been inked, so what we need to do is keep our fingers crossed, and there we go. That's lovely. And the pen actually has, or should I say the nib actually has quite a bit of flex to it. I don't want to force it, but I'm hoping you can see that on the downward stroke, and there we go. That particular blob there is indicating that I've actually opened the valve just a little bit too much. So what I'll do is I'll close it. So, well, don't you just love it when that happens? But that's a good example. So it just simply means that the shut off wasn't, well, it was open too much, and it's caused it to blob a little bit there. Okay, so as you can see there on the downward stroke we can get quite a thick line, and then on the cross stroke it's actually quite thin. So as I say, it's an Onoto pen, and what we'll do, we'll just do, okay, so somebody who actually does a lot of writing, or who's actually writes quite a bit, this would be actually a nice nib to actually use. Okay, so as I say, you'll have to excuse the excuse the blob, but well, there we go. At least it actually shows that these things do happen. But there's a writing example, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see on the downward stroke, it actually has a thick line. On the cross stroke, it has a fine line. So there's a little, well, there's quite a bit of flex to the pen nib. Okay, so there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fully restored Onoto patent self-filling pen made by De La Rue of London. As you've just seen, it's a piston fountain pen, or a plunger. I better watch what I'm saying because people will pull me up on that. Okay, and well, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, it's in absolutely excellent condition. As I say, it's been fully restored. I'm over the moon with it. It's a lovely black colour. There's no discolorization or anything, although there was a slight discolouring which we've managed to get rid of, and it is now a beautiful black pen. Okay, in absolutely beautiful condition. And as I say, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, I think this pen is over 100 years old, and look at the condition. It puts a lot of modern pens to shame, to be quite honest with you. A superb example. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed looking at the pen. Just out of maybe of interest to some people, I will be actually looking for a new home for this particular pen. So if the pen is of interest to you, if you want to be the lucky owner, then keep watching, because, well, we will be looking for a new owner for this particular pen. As I say, I've got a number of Onoto pens in my collection, and I believe this one, I honestly believe this one needs to be used by somebody who would actually enjoy it more, because obviously I don't do any writing. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you'd like to be the lucky owner of this particular pen, then keep watching for it. It'll be available, well, for somebody to be the lucky owner. And as I said before, plenty of videos on YouTube. Go and have a look at them, leave some comments, don't be shy. But just for now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll just simply say bye now.